True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report.
Hello, True Blue Nation. A warm welcome back to the True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report. I'm your host, bringing you the hottest information and the most in-depth analysis straight from behind the scenes of our beloved Los Angeles Dodgers. Before we dive into the crucial news you've all been waiting for, a quick reminder. If you're a true Dodgers fan and want to stay ahead of the curve with insights you won't find anywhere else, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any critical updates, especially now that we're in October. Trust me, you'll want to be locked in for what's coming. Go on, join the Blue Crew officially. Now, let's get down to business. The saga surrounding the health of our all-star catcher Will Smith has been the most anxiety-inducing topic for the Dodgers fan base in recent weeks. A fractured right hand for a catcher isn't just an injury. It's a direct threat to the team's core operations, both on offense and defense. Today, I have a significant update, one of those two-sided pieces of news that leaves us both relieved and tense. The information, coming directly from reliable sources like David Vassegh of Sportsnet LA, is that Will Smith is almost 100%. That's the part that makes us all take a deep breath. The relief, knowing that our pillar behind the plate is nearing his peak form, is the best news we could have hoped for before Game 1 of such an intimidating series against the Philadelphia Phillies. Smith, make no mistake, is an irreplaceable piece of this puzzle. In just 110 games this season, he was the only player on the roster to maintain a batting average over .290, a slugging percentage over .490, and an OPS that surpasses the elite .900 mark. Those aren't just all-star numbers, they are positional MVP caliber numbers, an offensive engine at one of the most demanding positions in the sport. His absence for much of September was felt deeply, not just in the box score, but in the very soul of our lineup. He provides balance, the consistent power that allows stars like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman to play with less pressure. The presence of his bat in the middle of the order completely changes how opposing pitchers attack our team. However, here comes the other side of the news, the twist that's sparking heated debate among the Blue Crew. Despite being near a full recovery and being included on the NLDS roster, Will Smith will not be in the starting lineup for Game 1 at Citizens Bank Park. In his place, we will have Ben Rortvedt taking over catching duties and batting ninth. The decision, officially announced by the team, is a calculated strategic move by manager Dave Roberts, and this is where my analysis deepens. I completely understand the initial frustration from many fans. How can we walk into the most hostile environment in the postseason, against a team that has eliminated us in the past, without one of our most potent weapons? The answer lies in risk management and a long-term vision for the series. A hand fracture for a catcher is a nightmare. Every pitch caught, every ball blocked in the dirt, every high-velocity swing puts immense stress on that area. Throwing Smith into a high-intensity game from the start, even if he's almost 100%, carries a risk of re-aggravation that could take him out not just of Game 1, but the entire series. Roberts and the front office are playing chess, not checkers. They're thinking about a potential Game 5, about a crucial moment in the 7th inning, where Smith's presence could be the difference between advancing and going home. The choice of Ben Rortvedt is not random. It's a statement of intent. Roberts is prioritizing defense and game management in a volatile environment. Rortvedt, while offering very little offensively, and let's be honest, his bat is a near non-factor, is a defensive master. His ability to frame pitches, call a smart game, and guide a pitcher through tough situations is elite. And who's on the mound for the Dodgers in Game 1? None other than Shohei Ohtani, in his first career postseason start. The pressure on Ohtani will be astronomical. He will be under the global baseball spotlight in a stadium known for devouring visiting pitchers. The number one priority for the Dodgers in this game isn't necessarily to score 8 runs. It's to ensure Ohtani has a smooth and effective debut. Rortvedt is the man for that job. He provides a steady target, a stable partner who can calm Ohtani's nerves and steal crucial strikes with his framing. Putting in Smith, who might be instinctively protecting his hand, could create a dynamic of uncertainty that the team simply cannot afford in a game of this magnitude. The strategy is clear: win Game 1 with pitching and defense, and preserve Will Smith's offensive weapon for the most critical moments to come, whether as a high-impact pinch hitter tonight or as the starter in the following games. It's a gamble, no doubt, but one grounded in logic and strategic caution. Deepening the strategic analysis behind Dave Roberts' decision, it's crucial to understand the full context of this divisional series against the Phillies. This isn't just another playoff matchup. There's recent, painful history here. The atmosphere at Citizens Bank Park isn't just loud, it's viscerally intimidating and has been a deciding factor in past series. Therefore, the decision to start Ben Rortvedt goes beyond simply protecting Will Smith. It's an attempt to neutralize the Phillies' greatest advantage: the chaotic energy of their ballpark. By starting a defensively superior catcher to guide Shohei Ohtani in his playoff debut, Roberts is trying to take the crowd out of the game as early as possible. A clean game with few errors, passed balls, or wild pitches frustrates the mob. Rortvedt provides the highest probability of a defensively sound game behind the dish. He is the equivalent of a veteran offensive lineman protecting a young quarterback in his first Super Bowl. The game plan appears to be this: Ohtani and Rortvedt control the tempo, keep the Phillies' hitters off balance, and silence the stadium. Meanwhile, the offensive responsibility falls on the shoulders of Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and the rest of the top of our powerful batting order. If they can stake us to an early lead, the pressure diminishes immensely, allowing the defensive strategy to flourish. Now, let's talk about Will Smith's role in this Game 1. Even from the bench, his presence there is, in itself, a psychological weapon. The Phillies know he is available. The opposing manager, Rob Thompson, will have to manage his bullpen with the knowledge that at any moment, in a high-leverage situation, say, bases loaded, 2 outs in the 7th inning, the Dodgers can call upon the best offensive catcher in the league to bat. This forces the opponent's hand. They may have to use their top reliever earlier than they'd like. They might opt for an intentional walk they otherwise wouldn't. The threat of Will Smith coming off the bench is just as potent as his presence in the starting lineup, just in a different way. My inside sources suggest the plan is exactly this: to use Smith as the ace in the hole, the ultimate pinch hitter who can turn a game with a single swing. This also gives him the opportunity to feel the flow of the game, to observe the Phillies' pitchers without the physical duress of catching for multiple innings. It's a way to ease him back into action, minimizing risk while maximizing potential impact. If the game is tight late, I fully expect to see number 16 walking to the plate in a game-defining moment. Looking ahead in the series, this cautious approach with Smith in Game 1 could pay massive dividends. If the Dodgers manage to steal the first game in Philadelphia with Rortvedt, they return for Game 2, possibly with a fully cleared and rested Will Smith, in a position of immense power. If they lose Game 1, the decision will inevitably be second-guessed by the media and some fans. But the front office is confident that this is the correct play to win the war, not just the first battle. Smith's health for a potential NLCS and World Series is far more valuable than the marginal gain of starting him, perhaps compromised, in a single game. This is the kind of decision that defines a manager's postseason career. It's bold, it's controversial, and its outcome will be analyzed for years. To me, it demonstrates a maturity and strategic discipline that may have been lacking in some of our past playoff runs. It's an acknowledgement that talent alone doesn't win in October. Strategy, health, and personnel management are just as crucial. Final analysis. The news that Will Smith is close to 100% is a monumental boost to the Dodgers' title aspirations. However, the decision to bench him in Game 1 in favor of Ben Rortvedt is a masterclass in strategic risk management. It prioritizes Shohei Ohtani's crucial playoff debut, aims to neutralize the hostile Philadelphia environment with sound defense, and preserves one of the team's most important offensive pieces for the series' highest leverage moments. It is a long-term play in a game that demands both patience and foresight. Now, I want to hear from you. The Blue Crew, the True Blue Nation. What is your take on this decision by Dave Roberts? Do you agree with the cautious approach, prioritizing defense and Smith's long-term health? Or do you believe that in October, you risk it all and put your best weapons on the field from the very first pitch? Leave your well-reasoned opinions in the comments below. If you value this detailed analysis and want to keep receiving the fastest and most complete information on the Dodgers, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on. This is the True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report, your #1 source for everything Los Angeles Dodgers.